we guarantee you'll have to turn your head away or your money back. It's the must-have addition to your DVD collection. Call within the next 20 minutes and you'll get free this bonus DVD with even more outrageously wicked footage. That's 2 DVDs for only $19.95. Call now. You must be 18 years old or older.
So, what's the deal with this thing? Despite it not having a ton of history, the concept of Happy Tree Friends lost media isn't a new thing. In fact, 2 never-before-seen bumpers recently were uploaded online via VHS recording, so I think that if that can be found without anybody even knowing it existed to begin with, I think this mystery can probably be solved. First things first, let's go over the key context. In 2002, the show's first 14 episodes were compiled into one DVD called First Blood, in this packaging. In 2003, it was released in a more standard DVD case, which you will see here. This retail version of the DVD had its own TV commercial, which you saw at the start of the video. At the end of the commercial, it says that if you call within the next 20 minutes, you'll receive a free extra DVD. This is the first ever bonus pack. Besides saying that it has the vague, more content, the commercial isn't specific about what's actually on the disc. This is what makes the bonus pack a real case of lost media and one of the biggest Happy Tree Friends mysteries. Nobody actually knows what's on this disc. There's no recordings or uploads of it, there's no first-hand accounts of anybody who owns the disc, there's no reviews of First Blood that mention that it exists. It's just a complete mystery. This is very weird to me. First Blood is not a rare DVD at all. It's incredibly common, and it's pretty cheap, so you'd think at least 1 or 2 of these would have appeared for sale online, right? Well, they have, but only twice. The first listing is from OfferUp, and it shows the disc in the packaging with the main disc. This is interesting, as the commercial showed the bonus pack in a separate case, or at least implied that it was in a separate case. The second listing contains a lot of different items, not just the disc, but the disc itself is in a small paper case as opposed to being in the plastic case with the main disc. Judging by the amount of merch here, and also that some of this merch is signed by the actual creators of the show, I'm assuming this came directly from Mondo Media, and that's why the disc is in its own little case. I don't think they would ship the disc in a little paper case like this, as it would be incredibly easy to lose. But maybe that's why nobody has it. Knowing that the disc came in the case isn't really that important, but what is important is that we now have an actual picture of the disc that we can inspect. Though from these images, that might be a bit tough. These are pretty low quality. I'm going to focus on this image because it's the highest quality of the two. Even though neither of them is preferable, this is the best we've got. Some of this text is pretty easy to decipher. First ever bonus pack and Mondo Media. It's the other text that's hard to figure out. This might be a stretch, but I think this very tiny text says running time 4 minutes, as generally most DVDs do have their running time on the disc. Though I completely get why some of you might not believe this. This might be an L is real sort of situation where I'm seeing something that isn't really there. The only other thing on the disc that I think could help us find anything is the text at the very bottom, which is a copyright date. All rights reserved, 2000 something. It's finding out this number that's going to be pretty helpful in figuring out when this disc was actually released. It can't be 2002, because 2002 is when the original version came out, and the retail version came out in 2003, and that's what the TV commercial showed. So 2003 or 4 makes the most sense. The YouTube upload of the commercial is apparently from the people who actually made the commercial, and they said it was made in 2003, which would line up with the retail version of the DVD. This makes 2003 the most likely date for the disc to be released in, even though I still think the actual disc says 2004. At this point, I thought I had hit a dead end. I couldn't really find any other information about the disc anywhere, and I thought that was it. However, there was one place that I had neglected to check the whole time: the original Happy Tree Friends website. This site sadly no longer exists, but it can be accessed through the Wayback Machine, which is what I did. Plenty of the links are broken, and it's not entirely stable, but it's the best we've got, and still, a lot of the website is accessible. The one part of the website that I was interested in was the news section. If there was something announcing the retail DVD's release, maybe there was something about the bonus pack, and maybe it was accessible in some other way. But before we do that, I just want to talk about how cool this website is to look at. Due to the Wayback Machine's nature of having to have every single page archived, not everything works as intended, but it's still so cool to see all the stuff here. There's community surveys, in-depth episode guides, and even seeing the original prices for all the store page items. It's really fascinating stuff, and if you're a fan of the show, you should definitely check it out. After a lot of searching, I found one capture of a particular day that changed everything. April 10th, 2004. First, we see an announcement for the First Blood retail release. This is a good start, meaning that if there was something about the First Blood bonus pack, then they would probably talk about it. The next post, however, is the most important one of all. Hey all you South Park fans out there, watch for our DVD commercial airing on Comedy Central during the week of April 14th. You'll see your favorite Happy Tree Friends characters and show clips in the 60-second spot. Now where have we seen that before? You can order the DVD and get a bonus DVD with 3 additional episodes. We are all excited and hope you'll tune in. Well, I'm excited. 20 years late, but I'm still excited. Finally, an official source that actually says what's on the disc. I had discovered this right after re-looking at one of the previous listings I showed and realizing that there was a description that said the disc contained a preview of Season 2. Not really sure how it took me super long to notice that, but hey, now we have further proof that that is what's on the disc. Furthermore, 3 episodes would be about the right length to make a running time of 4 minutes, like I had said earlier, so that theory might not be so crazy after all. This means now we actually know when the pack was released, between April 12th and the 17th of 2004. At first, I was a bit confused on how this could be, considering the commercial was apparently made in 2003, but my assumption is that it was made in late 2003, and then because Comedy Central's such a huge network, it just took a while for them to find a spot to play the commercial. And there you have it. As of now, this is all that is currently known about the bonus pack. So let's recap what we do and don't know about this disc. We do know that it was released in 2004 via a commercial on Comedy Central, and it contains 3 episodes from Season 2. What we don't know is what these episodes are. Are there any menus on this disc? What does the disc actually say? Are there any changes or edits made to the episodes? Is there any special material exclusive to the disc that we don't know about? Were these discs released in any other way? We don't know yet. But maybe, if we do enough searching, or a particular collector happens to have one, maybe we can figure out what the deal is with this disc. If you know something about this disc which I didn't talk about in the video, be sure to leave it in the comments, I'd love to see it. And need I remind you, this isn't even the first time Happy Tree Friends Lost Media has been found. We didn't even know that media existed until it was found, so I think this could definitely be found. This is my first time really doing a research-based video, so if you liked this format and want to see more, let me know, because I'm still trying out different styles and seeing what I really want to make long-term. That's about everything that I had to say, so see you next time.